Hey everyone, welcome back to today's class. Today we are covering the main important topic. Okay, so I think you heard about you want to build websites that rank with the Google, right? So it's all start with HTML. In this video, today's class, I will show you that how exact HTML foundation you need to create SEO friendly websites. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so whether you are learning web development or you want to understand how websites work, this tutorial will give you everything you need. Okay, so I think you have understood about HTML and all. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is the standard language that structures all content on the web. So think of it as a skeleton of a website. It tells browser how displays text, images, links, everything else you see in the last classes, right? So in today's class, we are going to learn how this HTML was SEO friendly. Okay, so HTML structures also you know, right? So how this HTML structure crucial for SEO because okay, so how this is a structure good? Okay, so because it is the main thing. So designing web pages, search engines like Google easily understand, index and rank them. Okay, that is SEO. First, we'll understand SEO. SEO means search engine optimization means search engines. Which are all the search engines you are using? Browsers, right? So those browsers mainly we are using Google. So this Google can easily understand and index your website and rank them first, right? So HTML plays very important role in SEO because search engines mainly read HTML structure and tags, not CSS or JavaScript first. So the first thing is the HTML, right? So why HTML SEO is important for web developers? So is our full stack web developers who is responsible for search engine friendly pages, improving website visibility, helping websites get organic traffic, and organic traffic means so without paying anything you get the top rank. Okay, so making applications more professional and scalable. Okay, so now you have understood some points, right? So when you are using main essential parts in the HTML when you implement the SEO. Okay, so the users better readability and accessibility, search engines better indexing and ranking when you use the good HTML. Okay, SEO helps users also and search engines also. Okay, so important SEO elements in HTML we learn. Okay, let us talk about essential HTML elements you will use every day. So like headings, right? So headings HTML give you as a 6 level of headings from H1 to S6. Okay, and the main is title. So use only one per page. Okay, so best SEO then you are going for the headings. Title is also very much important. It appears in the browser tab and search results. So very important for SEO ranking title. Okay, so give a valid title name for your web page. Okay, so that is very essential for SEO ranking. So meta description. So meta description is also a very much important. For meta descriptions, write the short summary of the page. It improves click through rate for your page. Sorry, meta description, a short summary of your page. It improves click through rate for your web page. Okay, so always try to write some short summary for your meta description. So example, you can write name, description, content, learn full stack web development like CSS, HTML, JavaScript, backend technologies. So when you are implementing a course, so you are going to write like this. Otherwise, if you are a shopping app, so what and all items you are going to provide for shopping app in your application. So those things you are going to mention in the content part. Okay, so that will make your page visible toply. Okay, so next is the important thing, headings. Okay, so headings. The mainly there are six headings H1 to H6, right? So here it gives a sixth level of headings from H1 to H6. Your H1 is your main title, right? So use only one per page for best SEO. Okay, so then use H2 for major sections, H3 for subsections. So and so on. So the hierarchy helps both users and search engines understand your content structure. Okay, so next paragraph text, also paragraph text formatting. The P tag creates paragraph while tags like strong, add emphasis for SEO. So use these semantic tags instead of just bold and italic. Okay, so they tell search engines what's important. So next are the links. The anchor tag creates the links and it's a foundation for how web works. So descriptive links. Okay, so I will tell you. So links how important. Then HTML tags you are using help to search engines understand the content. Like semantic elements are very important. So as I told you in the semantic HTML elements, header, navigation, main section, article. So this will make your content understand by the browser and even user also. So for that reason, these semantic HTML elements you should use in your web pages. So it will neatly manage the structure of web page. Okay. So next point is image SEO. So image tags you are going to add alternative text, right? So it helps to engines understand images and improves accessibility. So in image tag you are going to add alternative text. So that is very much important because it's going to tell users what image you are added. Okay, so next one is the links. So links are also very important thing. So anchor tag creates the links, right? So and it's foundational to how to web works, and it use a descriptive link text that tells users search engines where they are going. Okay, so internal and external links, whatever you are using, it should be valid and maintain the links properly. Okay, so links name should be also proper way. Okay, so otherwise users get confused, and if link is not connecting means search engines will understand you are added the wrong links and all. Okay, so then it reduce your ranking. So next, the main thing is mobile friendly design. So mobile responsiveness is also very much important. Organize the data with a mobile friendly. Okay, and you can organize the tables properly, even forms also. Okay, like example, responsive design, you can use meta name viewport this thing in your web page. So this will mobile friendly responsive design will give. So next, always you should write simple structure and proper indentation, avoid unnecessary text. These things help search engines to crawl faster. Okay, so why HTML SEO best practices? What are the main? So mainly you need to maintain H1 per page. Only one H1 tag should be in a particular page, and meaningful page titles and all text through images. So HTML instead of only division, you use semantic HTML elements like header, navigation, footer, section, those things. Okay. So write human readable content, uh, that keyword stuffing and all properly. So then the search engines will increase the page of ranking words. Okay. So HTML SEO and full stack web development also same things. Design a page structure using semantic HTML, add SEO friendly titles, meta tags, and URL navigations, enhance the CSS and JavaScript code also. SEO mainly working on a HTML. Okay, so content backend and databases properly connect and deploy your good and valid tags with the structured web pages. Deploy and optimize SEO ready applications, and deploy your SEO ready applications through the deployment, and then only your browsers or search engines will optimize and make your web pages top rank. Okay, so I think you have understood about search engine optimization, how works, and what is the main important thing in HTML, right? So implement these things when you are creating web development with your own. Okay, so try to implement these SEO strategies. Okay, so that's it for complete HTML part. Okay, so practice more, then it is very easy, everyone can learn. Okay, so learn and practice more. So happy coding. That's it for today's class.